हाथ मिलाओ और अपना अपना नाम बताओ। जल्दी करो, सिर्फ 10 सेकंड है तुम्हारे पास। हाँ स्टॉप। अब बताओ कितना हैंडशेक हुआ?
सर 30 गुना 30 900 होगा सर।
गलत।
सर 870 30 गुना 29 खुद से हाथ नहीं मिलाना सर।
गलत।
So now to answer that question, we need to derive a formula for the number of handshakes. Now I would make a table over here I would write children, and on the other hand I would write handshakes, number of handshakes between them. So let's start with a single child. So if there is a single child, so one children, then there would be no one to do handshake with him, so 0 handshakes. Now if there are 2 children, so there are 2 children, then there would be one single handshake between them. Now if there are 3 children, 1 2 3, then there would be 3 handshakes between them. If there are 4 children, then there would be 1 2 3 4 5 and 6 handshakes between. Now we have compiled enough data from which we would derive an equation for number of handshakes. Now we have compiled enough data so that we could get our equation. So just I will take some variable n, and I will say that n is equal to 2. Now I would make an assumption that x into n is equal to 1, that is the number of handshakes. I would say x into n is equal to 1, that is the number of handshakes, and this n is number of children. So I would be getting x is equal to half over here. So over here, as x is equal to half, I need to get this x in terms of this n so that I would get 1. I need to convert x in terms of n to get 1. So how could I convert? So if you see, this is 2. This is 2. If I minus 1 from it and divide it by 2, then I would be getting half over here. X is equal to this, so it would be equal to half. So in the place of 2 I would place now n, so therefore we would get x is equal to n minus 1 by 2, and simply now over here I would put in this equation, that is, then I would be getting n minus 1 by 2 into n is equal to the number of handshakes. This formula can be also substituted for number of pairs that are needed in electrostatics, gravitation, etc. So in that given question there were 30 children, and those 30 children were asked to handshake with each other by respected Anand sir, and so the number of handshakes they were asked to calculate. Now in place of them we would calculate, so in just simply in place of n we need to put 30, so 30 into 30 minus 1 by 2 would give us the number of handshakes. So number of handshakes is equal to 30 into 29 by 2, and so we would be getting the number of handshakes as equal to 435. So there would be total 435 handshakes.